When I first found out, it was probably over a month ago. Um, I wasn't I wasn't. I was like, oh, it's not that bad because I didn't really feel different. I didn't. I was fine. But I remember within it was less than a week after I found out that I had it. I definitely started like my chest started tightening up. Um, there was coughing constantly, you know, and that's when I knew. That's when I knew. Oh shit! Like now I'm feeling it. And my situation wasn't so bad that I had to go into a hospital because in my country you only go into a hospital if you need a ventilator to literally breathe, or if you need something even more extreme. So there was no way for me to be in regular contact with like a hospital and find out, hey, am I doing better or what's going on? So I just kind of had to self isolate, stay inside, and not do anything, and not have any contact with anyone. And then literally, I didn't go outside my door for 14 days. Like I did not step outside, and that's not really for me. I always felt like I'll be fine, but um, I didn't want to put anyone else at risk, like my neighbors, or I didn't want to do that. So I just thought, I mean, as much as I'd like to go to the shop right now, as much as I'd like to go there, here, I was like, no, I can't do it, right? So I didn't, and I stayed in 14 days, and I just stuck to the government's advice: stay in, save lives, you know, because I knew I had it, and I knew if I went out, I was putting other people at risk, even if I thought I was gonna be fine. I'm a little bit different. Me, I am 26 years old. I've never smoked a cigarette in my life. I have never touched any drugs in my life. And I've probably had about 6 drinks in my entire life. 6 alcoholic drinks in my entire life. So I'm a very, very healthy person. I do keto diet, which is ketosis, which is high fat, high protein, no carbs, no sugar, right? And that's how I've been that way for about a year now. The diet, I was eating junk food before, but for about a year, I've been doing that. The ketosis diet, right? So overall, my body is like super healthy. I don't have an issue. I don't have a history of medical problems. I don't. I've never had. I've never had a serious illness in my life. Like literally in my entire life, I've never had an illness where I had to go on medication ever. Like in my whole life, I've never medicated myself because I've never needed it. I've only been to hospital um for a serious wound. Yeah, which was when I got stabbed. That's when I had to go to the hospital, of course, because I would have died if I didn't. So the only time I've really been in the hospital for a long time is when I got stabbed and I had a knife wound in my leg. I had a hole in my leg, so I needed that to be fixed. So yeah, that's the only time I've ever been in the hospital. Um, so I just wanted to say that because it's important to take that in. That I am someone who's extremely healthy. Um, Maybe this will help you guys just in terms of how I coped with it, staying inside when when you actually realize that I do like being a filmmaker means that like I need to be out. You know what I mean? Like that's what my job is. So it was difficult, but I'll tell you, I'll literally tell you exactly what I've done. So Disney Plus arrived on March the 23rd. So I was watching a lot of that. I was each week I was keeping up with the Mandalorian. I'd done a marathon over a couple days of like watching one Star Wars film a day, running from episode one. I'm now on episode six, so I need to watch six, Return of the Jedi. I've seen them all before. It's just I'm going through them. So it's been a while. Watch Return of the Jedi, then I'll go on to Force Awakens, Last Jedi, Rise of Skywalker, right? So I've been watching. So I've been doing that. I've been watching Netflix. Of course, Tiger King, which is incredible. Um, what else have I been doing? Oh, of course, I've been playing games, playing lots of games, lots and lots of video games, which really helps because mentally, when something's wrong, part of recovery is so much about not thinking about it. You know, like there are. I mean, it's so important. Like it's like if you've ever had a headache and you think about the fact that you've got a headache, it just gets worse and it never goes away. But the moment you distract yourself with something else, it's almost like it just vanishes. Like it's amazing what you can do with your mind. So I was playing a lot of games. I was playing Ghost Recon Breakpoint on PlayStation 4. I was playing Animal Crossing when it came out. Something that I never thought I'd enjoy, but it's actually a nice little time killer. Very chilled out game. Um, I was playing Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. I'm a huge Marvel guy. Um, I was playing some other games. I was playing Death Stranding. I finally wanted to get into that, so I did get that. I picked that up. I had a lot of fun with that. Um, yeah, I played a few other games. They're not at the top of my head. I recently started playing Final Fantasy 7, of course. Amazing game. Yeah, so I've been playing Doom Eternal. Sorry, that's another one. Yeah, so I've been playing games, keep my mind off it, keep me busy, and I would suggest the same to anyone else. Like if you're stuck at home, we're by the way, even though I'm fine now, I'm still stuck at home. So I'm doing the same stuff. It's just now I feel fine, right? And of course, a couple times a week I'll go out food shopping, of course. But apart from that, I'm still doing the same thing, staying at home, playing games, all that sort of stuff, all that good stuff. And I would recommend you guys do the same. Highly recommend it. It's a good way to take your mind off stuff, but while enjoying yourself as well. I understand not everyone's a gamer. Maybe it's time for you to try out playing video games if you're not a gamer. Maybe, like for example, I've been drawing a lot, just because I used to draw when I was a kid. And I thought, what, let me try drawing again. And I just got into it and I was doing some good stuff, some stuff that I'm actually really proud of. That I really, yeah, it was cool, man. I done some cool drawings and texted it to my friends and I'm like, oh wow, that's good. So I found ways to kill time. Creative arts is really important. You can do it at home, even if it's photography. You can if you want to take a photo of anything, then you want to load it up into Photoshop and see what you can do with it. I mean, just do whatever, man. It's a time to try things that you've never tried because now you have the time to try it, right? So yeah, I mean, those are the things I've done, and in terms of recovery, like I said in the beginning, I am very healthy. I'm one of if you put all the things about me in a list, I'd probably be in the like 100% of people that have recovered from this without any issues. And again, I know that anyone can get it, anyone can get really ill from it, but on a majority, because I don't have any health issues, I've never had any medical issues in my life. I'm not one of these people who's susceptible to like the common cold and the flu. I've had the flu, I think, once in the 26 years I've been alive. Once. And it was I think it was about 10 years ago when I was 16. I think I caught it from a friend. Yeah, I think I caught it from a friend, like we were sharing a drink or something when I was 10 years ago, which is unhygienic, by the way. Shouldn't do that. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, all I can say is, man, just wash your hands I'd say every 2 hours, wash your hands. And you should be at home, but if you're not because you have to work, then my advice is buy some hand sanitizer every 2 hours or every time you touch something. Just rub some of that on, keep yourself safe. That's what I'd say. We can get back to making reaction videos. And I look forward to it. Hopefully, I know my views are gonna drop off. It happens, man, when you don't make videos for a while. When you're doing it like consistently daily and then you don't make them for a while, people do sort of like go, never fuck fuck this channel, they're not making any videos, and You know, because there's so many of those channels that make videos that it's easy to do that, and I don't blame people for that. That's just the way. It's the way the internet works. YouTube works especially. So yeah. But hey, man, if you've seen this, I hope you enjoy the reactions. I look forward to getting into reviewing music. There's been a lot out. I think Joyner dropped his new album. Oh, there's been so many album drops, I think. I've seen them all over Twitter. But yeah, man, my name is Stu, and I'm going to see you guys on my normal reaction videos. See ya.